holiday safety, holiday recycling, and gift wrapping. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. I'm Neil Noah in for Sherelle Roberts, and this is Lexington Now. The holidays can be a wonderful time of the year, but they can also be a prime time for criminal activity. Sergeant Jervis Middleton of the Lexington Police gives us some tips on how to avoid a holiday nightmare.
One of the first things I'd like to say is slow down when you're going to your destination. We know we're going to have some weather over the holiday season. It comes in, roads get kind of slick at times, and people get in a rush. So slow down, be careful getting there. Once you get to your destination, if you're going shopping, buying things for your loved ones, be mindful of where you park. When you get in a rush, you forget where you park, you come back in, you're wandering around in the parking lot, creates an opportunity for someone to bother you if you're that victim, if you're open and not aware of your surroundings. Lock your car doors, lock everything up, turn your alarm on. If you have packages in the car, hide them. Put them in the trunk, put stuff in the glove compartment, cover them up. Don't give the opportunity to see those items, and if you have them there, it's easy for them to just, stop by, open up the car door if it's not locked, break out a window, take it. So hide your valuables. Don't carry lots of cash. Use credit cards when you go shopping. If you have your wallet, put it in your front pocket, purse or packages or bags in front of you. Be mindful of how you carry them. Just be mindful of your surroundings. When you're walking in and out of a store, don't text, don't be on the phone call. Don't be on the phone answering phone calls. Again, distraction give the criminals the opportunity to do something to you. And then when you get out, remember where you parked. Already have your keys ready to go to your car. And if something suspicious is in the area, take note of it. Sometimes they could be just going to their car like you are. Just give them a few minutes to clear out if it bothers you. And then don't shop alone. Have a buddy system. Take somebody with you. Walk out in packs. If you see a group of people coming out, go out with them. Stop a security officer there. Stop an employee in the store that you're in. In a lot of the places, we have officers working overtime and working out there to curb some of the crime. We start getting the gifts on Christmas. We open them. We have the packages. Don't set them out on the curb. That's an alarm to someone that you have something new that they may want. We get the big 65-inch TVs. You get the box. Break those boxes down. Take them somewhere else and dispose of them. Or you can even wait to that morning when the garbage collectors are coming out to collect it, then set it out. But try not to set it out on the curb or near your home. Don't give anybody the notice or the notification that you have something new that they may want.
For more on the Lexington Police Department, visit their page on the city's website. Part of staying safe this time of year includes proper recycling to avoid advertising the new items that may be in your home. Lauren Monahan gives us a lowdown on what to do with all those extra boxes that are sure to pile up at your house.
So the holiday season is upon us, and with that brings lots of new items in our homes, such as appliances or electronics. If you receive a new electronic item, for example, a big screen TV, and you may not necessarily feel comfortable placing that box to be recycled at your curb, you can bring them to one of many different recycling drop-off locations. These locations are free and open to the public to use. Many of them are open 24/7 to allow for easily accessible recycling drop-off. We're here today at the location behind Good Foods Co-op and the Habitat for Humanity Restore. These locations are easy. You can pull right up and drop off any acceptable recyclable material in Lexington's recycling program. To find the nearest recycling drop-off location to you, you can call LexCall 311 at 859-425-2255, or you can visit us on the web for a complete list of drop-off locations. That website is www.lexingtonky.gov/drop-off-locations.
When we come back, gift wrapping of a different sort.
We have more miles of running water than any state in the continental U.S. You may not know it, but all our streams catch water directly from storm sewers on our streets. When someone tosses a cigarette butt on Main, it could end up in Town Branch. Don't trash the bluegrass.
In Lexington, we help our neighbors. This year, our city has experienced 6 fire fatalities. The most vulnerable groups are children and the elderly. Smoke alarms are your best defense in a house fire. You can help your neighbor by donating to the Lexington Fire Department's Smoke Alarm Program. Together, we can make Lexington an even safer place to live.
Welcome to Your Health, starring Your Hands. On today's show, washing your hands. If people don't wash their hands often, especially when they're sick, they can spread germs directly to other people or onto surfaces that others touch. And before you know it, everyone has come down with something. It's important to wash your hands frequently with good soapy water. Here's some hand washing tips. Wash your hands after using the bathroom. Wash your hands after coughing or blowing your nose. Wash your hands before eating, serving, or preparing food. Wash your hands after playing with your pets or touching other animals. Wash your hands after outdoor activities. Wash your hands before and after visiting someone who's sick. Wash your hands when they get dirty. And wash your hands after changing those diapers. Thanks for watching Your Health, and remember, wash those hands frequently.
Welcome back to the show. Local hip-hop artist Divine Karama saw a need and decided to fill it by gift wrapping with a 48-hour rap marathon to help provide coats for those in need.
16-year-old on World Star giving her brains up. Bet somewhere deep in her heart she screamed, "Save us!" Yes, and that's where you come in. And you be repping for them girls and let them dudes come in. Hey yo, first of all, your flow's dope, it's that needle. And plus there's a mental component, your rap's cerebral. You ain't a pigeon who sold birds and clap eagles. You a queen of wisdom, body wisdom is water. Listen, you rapping to all the world's daughters have the same effect as Obama's election to all people. My foundation is a hip-hop artist. That's kind of the foundation of everything I do in the community. So I kind of feel people can only be leaders from where they are. And I think being a hip-hop artist is from where I lead best. So I'm doing a 48-hour performance. So every hour on the hour, I'll do a 15 to 20-minute set. Then I'll rest 40 minutes into the next hour and do another 15, 20-minute set. And I'll do that for 48 hours straight. And not only just to inspire people, but those late nights when nobody's gonna be walking down the street, when there's nobody out here, that is representing those families that are in need that nobody knows about, that might not be highly publicized. So that's my goal. That's what I'm locked in on, to do 48 hours straight. Hopefully people are inspired by what we're doing, and we got about 44 more hours to go. This is our 4th annual coat drive, a coat to keep the coat away youth coat drive, and each year it's grown. And last year we thought we kind of reached kind of an apex of what to expect each year. We gave away 1,500 coats in Eastern and Central Kentucky. And then this year we added a few more cities, and we got about 1,200 more requests this year than last year. So we kind of maximize all our resources. So I was just looking for something to do that could help spread more awareness. Last month I came up with the idea to do a 24-hour marathon performance, just to kind of symbolize the sacrifice the kids are making when they don't have coats going to the bus stop or they're outside in the cold. So right now we've purchased 1,500 coats, but we have 1,200 more to go, which is around $18,000. So we're just trying to raise either the money to be able to buy the coats, or we posted the sizes that we need and try to get people to donate the coats themselves. And it's tough because our coat drive is a little different. We don't do used items. We only do brand new items. We do that for health reasons for the kids, but also to inspire kids who might not get new stuff on a regular basis. So we got 7 days, and we're just trying to get these other 1,200 coats one way or the other, whether through monetary donations or just coats. So that's the goal, and I'm pulling out all the stops, doing everything I can to make sure that happens. I just feel like there's a blessing to go all the way around with this initiative. I feel like, obviously, the kids that can get coats, is going to help them, but I also feel like there's a blessing in it for people that are given to the less fortunate, and I feel like they'll get blessed for paying it forward. So I think that this is just good for the entire community. people can donate. They can either bring brand new coats this upcoming week to the Plannery, which is on 501 West 6th Street, Suite 250. Or people can donate online via the Cash App or PayPal at 859-303-2637. Hit me up on Facebook, Divine Karama. Hit up Believing in Forever Inc. on Facebook. And we need the community to come together on this. Everybody wave your hands like this. That's right. Everybody wave your hands like that. If you've been through something and your God brought you...
Another need that often goes unmet this time of year is the need for donations at God's Pantry. That's where the final week of Lex Park's popular annual food program, Food for Fines, comes in. Gary Means explains.
Food for Fines just started this week, and we're going to run through December the 15th. That's a Friday. The way Food for Fines works here at Lex Park is you can bring in 10 cans of food and get $15 off any citation. And that means multiples, or say you have a $30 citation, you can bring in 2 sets of 10 to get the 30 covered. And we've had people come in with some of our more hefty citations and lug in a lot of cans, and we're happy to accept them. We work with God's Pantry. This is our 4th year doing this program and our 4th year working with God's Pantry. They're an awesome partner, and they do great work in our community and all over the state, really. And so all of our donations go to them, and they come haul off barrels about every other day during this program. A little over 4 years ago, our staff was looking for a way to do something during the holidays and a way to give back. We had heard of one other city did something like, kind of like the Toys for Tots. It was a Toys for Tickets program, and some universities had some Food for Fines, but it wasn't really widely done around here or in our industry. Libraries have done things like this for years, but in the parking industry, it really was kind of pretty rare. Again, this is our 4th year. The first year, we collected a little over 6,200 items. The second year, over 10,000. That was huge. And it tapered off a little bit last year to about 8,300. But altogether, I think it's over 24,000 pounds of food in the 3 years, which is like 12 tons of food. We're hoping this year will maybe be another uptick, but it could be that we were kind of clearing out a lot of older accounts and people found out about it. We're bringing in a lot of citations that were older. Maybe we're more caught up now. But nevertheless, no matter what comes in, it's going to go to a good cause. So if you're not sure you have a citation, or maybe you want to check for a friend, you can go onto our site at lexpark.org and just enter, go to the button that says pay a citation. You won't have to pay anything, but that gets you into the program where you can enter your license plate or your friend's license plate and see if you have a violation, and that will let you know how much it's going to cost you, and then you can figure out how many cans you need to bring in. What's really been neat for us as Lex Park is we've been able to influence other communities with this program. We get phone calls from cities all over the United States. We've helped them out with how we rolled our program out. I even got a call from the mayor of Ocala, Florida, who wanted to do a program in their community. So it's been really neat knowing that we're making an impact here in Lexington, but then reaching further out to other communities as well. If you have any questions about the Lex Park Food for Fines program, you can look us up online at lexpark.org, or probably for more specific questions, just call Lex Park at 231-7275.
For more information, visit lexpark.org. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and there's a lot that goes into getting that look for downtown. Kathy Mobley tells us all that goes into the festive look we all appreciate.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
What we do is we put out a press release and we ask for trees. They need to be, of course, the Christmas tree variety. They need to be about 40 to 48 feet tall and nice and full, like this tree here. And so we can get lots of ornaments on it. And then we cut the tree down and haul it downtown and decorate it. We also do all of the lights and the trees on Main and Vine. We put garland and ribbon on all the poles, the double poles on Main Street and all the single poles on Vine Street. And so there's over 4,000 lights on the big Christmas tree in Triangle Park, and then Main and Vine have about 48,000 strands of lights between all the trees. We put boxes around the big tree to make it look festive, and it's usually a photo op. We have Santa's mailbox in 2 locations. One's at Phoenix Park and one's at Triangle Park. And you put your letters in and someone actually answers those for you. And the trees are lit in Phoenix Park, and then we decorate the front of the government center and inside the government center. So it's a long process. Everything is stored at one of the park facilities and we drag it all out. So if you came to our maintenance base, you would see nothing but Christmas decorations this time of year. We actually start in the middle of October, around October the 15th, and we start on Main Street putting lights in the trees. Now sometimes we'll leave them in and they just need to be reworked. But last year we took them all out, so this year they're getting all new strands. And we have actually found a different way to string them so that they don't have to come out. We're running them up the limb and back down instead of wrapping them, so there's no harm to the tree whatsoever. And we'll only have to change those out now when they go bad. And then we run electric down into the tree wells, and those all are on timers and they come on throughout the season. And I usually have about 6 people down there. We rent the man lifts and we put 2 in each, and then I usually have someone who's running around on the ground to bring them supplies and stuff. And then at the 1st of November we'll add 2 or 3 people to start putting the garland and stuff on the poles, and it takes sometimes a week and a half, just depending on the weather. Now, of course, we can't work in the trees when it's raining, and we don't want people soaking wet playing with electricity, so we try not to do that. And then I usually ask for the list. Actually, our Lex Call department compiles that list for me, and when we're ready to go find a tree, we put those in around the middle of November, so I like to start a couple of weeks before and go out looking for trees, and we look at every tree that people donate to see where it would fit best and if we can use it. And we did find 2 gorgeous trees this year, so we will put those in our newsletter and thank the people who donated them, and then I'll call everyone on the list and let them know I did look at their tree and that we are either going to use it or we're not. It does take a very special tree to be the main tree because it has to be a certain size and a certain fullness. The tree lighting ceremony is always the Friday after Thanksgiving, and then once that's all done and everything is lit and they're all on timers, then we go in and do the government center, and that takes about 3 days, and I use 5 to 6 people to do that. We just go in and put everything together, lay it all out and put it together, and you can come in there that first Monday after Thanksgiving and we will take over the whole first floor of the government center with our supplies.
And if your tree wasn't selected this year, you can try again next time. Sometimes all a tree needs to be perfect is a year or 2 to grow. There are several televised meetings on the schedule this week at City Hall, including the Police and Fire Pension Board and the Board of Architectural Review, both on Wednesday, the Planning Commission meeting on Thursday, and the Board of Adjustment meeting on Friday. You can watch these live meetings and our other programming right here on Lex TV channel 185 or on our live stream, and find any meeting archived at lexingtonky.gov/LexTV, or find other programming on our YouTube channel at Lex TV. That's all for this edition of Lexington Now. Keep up with us all week long on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And you can check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter at our handle @LexRex, or get a bird's eye view with our live traffic cams on the city's website, lexingtonky.gov. For the staff and producers at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.